Global warming is one of the most debated topics, especially in the United States. Some people don't believe it's a threat or that it exists at all. Some ignore it, but few know and are attempting to work against it. Quite often, those who don't believe the threat of global warming say things along the lines of, quote, life on Earth will evolve, end quote, when in all reality, there is no possible way, with as long as evolution takes, that all animals can survive the changes that will be overcoming Earth. This paper will cover adaptation, evolution, the differences between the two, and the ecological impact that will be caused by global warming. The word adapt is defined as to make something suitable for a new use or purpose. Modify. So there is nothing we can make suitable for a new purpose that will take care of global warming or allow us to live after the effects of global warming take effect. The only thing that can really save us is the equivalent of a Band-Aid on a cut that's really deep and wide. It helps a little for a little time, but in the long run, it does not fulfill the entire purpose it was used for. Though it may be Earth's equivalent to a Band-Aid, it will allow life on Earth to exist longer. This Band-Aid is called carbon dioxide removal, or CDR for short. However, the word evolution is stated as being the process by which different kinds of living organisms are thought to have developed and diversified from earlier forms during the history of the Earth. Whilst adaptation true takes time, that's going to be fun to edit. Evolution takes much, much longer. There are instances of creatures enduring quick evolution. These oftentimes do not last. The average living organism lasts, as we know them, for about 1 to 10 million years. The average creature takes about, on average, 1 million years to evolve. With that taken into account, and the fact Earth can only last until 2030, then no creature, even humans, have a chance of survival. The next part in this speaks of Darwinism. For those who do not understand, Darwinism is a theory of biological evolution developed by the English naturalist Charles Darwin and others, stating that all species of organisms arise and develop through the natural selection of small inherited variations that increase the individual's ability to compete, survive, and reproduce. But Darwinism cannot live, if so, then evolution must perish. In the paragraphs before, the distinction between evolution and adaptation were made clear. True, they have their similarities, but they are very different. Adaptation is forced and created, like a pair of glasses for someone with astigmatism or a coat for the bitter cold of Idaho winters. But evolution takes its time and cannot be forced. The impact of everything dying is that we starve, freeze, or maybe burn to death. That may sound brutal, and you may want to protect your children from it, just like everything else. But that is the truth. If we don't fix things, by 2030, Earth will be no more. We either need to face the facts or perish in a very gruesome way. We will experience a premature mass extinction that we will have brought upon ourselves. The last mass extinction was about 65 million years ago, when chances have it, a meteor crashed into Earth's surface, which of course sent up clouds of ash for miles, blocking out the sun's rays, and killing off photosynthesis, which caused plants to wilt and die, and the herbivores to die off, leaving the carnivores to feast on the deceased flesh and suffocate, as well as eventually starving, just like we will if we don't fix our problem. In ending, we say hello to changing our ways, or we strip ourselves of life. Maybe someday we can fix the problem we have created. If we don't, What world will we have created for our future generations? That is the exact problem. We'll have taken it away from them. Thank you for listening. This is Rachel Nebeker. How the heck